guys, today is part one of 2 parts talking about IUDs. I get so many questions all the time about my thoughts on IUDs, and so I thought, hey, I've never used one. I'm going to look into it, ask some people about it, and I'll give you my thoughts and just the information that I have found on it. So there are 2 different types of IUDs. There is 2 hormonal options that I'm going to talk about, and then a non-hormonal option that I'm also going to talk about. These are the 3 that are FDA approved in the US of A. So the hormonal ones I'm going to talk about, the Mirena and the Skyla, and the non-hormonal is the copper Paragard IUD. So I'm going to split them up into 2 videos. I was going to put them all together, but there's too much information that you need to know, and people don't like watching 10-minute videos. Hey, that rhymed. I found a really great quote on a Bustle article called "Should I Get a Copper IUD or a Hormonal IUD?" And I'm just going to read it to you because I think it's so fantastic. It is especially important for women to communicate with each other openly about their experiences with various birth controls, since medical professionals have a habit of not taking women's medical concerns / preferences seriously, not staying updated with birth control research, and giving women incorrect information about their bodies and contraceptive options, or speaking about every woman's body as if it is the same, providing a limited number of options to diverse female patients. I think that quote perfectly sums up what I'm going to talk about. I think with birth control, whether it's hormonal, non-hormonal, whatever, you have to be your own health advocate, and you have to do your own research. You have to read people's stories and the information that's out there, and you have to digest it all and cough up your own decision. And I know that can seem overwhelming with something that can be as life-changing as birth control and an unplanned pregnancy, but it's just something you got to do. We got to take control of our bodies, ladies. Today, I'm going to talk about the Mirena and the Skyla. So it seems to me that these 2 are very similar. They're both made by Bayer Corporation. So the Mirena lasts for up to 5 years and is 99.8% effective, and the Skyla lasts for up to 3 years and is 99.1% effective. So I'm sure most people know what. Maybe I will insert a picture of an IUD right here. If I have the technology, I don't know if I know how to do that, but it's like a T-shaped. Tiny T with a drug reservoir along the middle that is filled with, well, it's a female progesterone hormone. It is called levonorgestrel. I don't know if that's right, but it's progesterone hormone that can change the mucus and uterine lining, which basically makes the mucus thicker and creates an in-hospital environment for sperm. So let's start with the pros, because I just like to try and be positive. So both of them are over 99% effective, which is lovely. It's a one-time procedure and expense, and it lasts you for a couple of years. It's a lower dosage of hormones, so if you don't like what birth control pills or what have you are doing to your body, but you don't want to give up your hormones, maybe this is good for you. I don't like hormones personally, but I won't try to instill too much of my thought, but I'm going to. For some women, it lightens their periods and makes them stop altogether. While I definitely don't see this as a pro, some women do. I think you should be having your periods. There's just something about not having your periods that I don't like. I think you should be having them. So I don't think you should be trying to stop your periods altogether. We're all so easily handed hormonal birth control, but we're not really taught about, you get the rambled off negative side effects, but no one really talks about it. If you do your research and you think that these possible side effects are worth it, go right ahead. That's fine. And I read a story where the lady couldn't feel her string, so she went in, and the doctor's like, it must have fallen out, we'll put another one in. And then she went in she had to get her appendix removed, and they did an x-ray, and it turns out that her IUD was inside of her appendix. It had completely moved out of her uterus and into her appendix. I'm going to include all the possible side effects, precautions, and do not get it if you have these certain things in the description box, because I don't want to bore you with that. With the hormonal IUD, the Mirena and the Skyla, I have spent quite some time reading through all the different types of stories related to IUDs, both hormonal and non-hormonal. In the end, like I always say, it's your choice, okay? It's your body. But do your own research. You don't necessarily get all of the right information from doctors, so make sure you ask your friends, talk to your doctor about it, but do your own research, read stories of other people that have had them, and just see if it's something that you feel comfortable with still after doing your own research. Get all the information, the good and the bad, and then make your choice. And that's what I have to say. I personally am not a fan of the hormonal IUD. I do not recommend it. I think there are better non-hormonal options that aren't going to mess with your body, because people don't realize but your hormones affect and control every aspect of your body, and so you don't really want to be messing around with those. So I am personally not a believer in hormonal birth control, but I understand that it works for some people and they have no side effects. It's your choice. Make your own decision, but make an informed decision, and you have to gather all the knowledge yourself to make that informed decision. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Comment down below if you have had a hormonal or non-hormonal IUD, your experience, your thoughts, all that great jazz. If you have any other questions, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see ya. Bye, guys.